Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rex Pride, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Today, we are going to continue on our quest.
The salvagers keep coming here and bothering the militia. That Garevik is the worst of them.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need... Garevik is a salvager. Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like. You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or mercenaries. And you don't... The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant and Zeron, the leader of our militia. Akari is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components. Just go to the central corridor and make a right. His shop is the first on the right. If you get into any trouble, he's the person you'd contact. Unfortunately, he's at the militia headquarters. Just make a right at the central corridor, and the headquarters is one of the rooms furthest. The mercenaries cause disruptions for some of our outlying settlers. They are a constant source of... No, I couldn't. If you're really interested in that, just speak to Zeron. We hope it will become the new center of government for the settlers. The administrator has been trying to organize us in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. We're a small group of settlers on the edge of Repblic space. The building isn't large, but it's only the beginning. If you get into any trouble, he's the person you'd contact. Unfortunately,
If it weren't for the Jedi, we'd be a
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered No friendly greetings are here for you. I come here to speak to the militia and make... I am done being...
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours? And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That is an unfortunate truth, and a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. Indeed, true coincidence seems very rare in the affairs of Jedi. But I should tell you, my friend, let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him? We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave's security door. go. Is there anything... Like many parts of Dantooine, the sub-level of the Enclave has become infested with dangerous creatures. Large, vicious insects called Lagrex have made the sub-level their home. Several salvagers have reportedly been injured or killed by the Lagrex. I would expect a Jedi to fare better against the creatures than the salvagers, but Vrook has not returned in some time. Is there anything else I can... There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just... To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended. I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret. Who do you want to know about? There are 3 groups of people on the planet right now. The settlers, salvagers, and the mercenaries. Dantooine is one of the younger worlds of the Republic. A couple of generations ago, this world was still untamed. We made great progress, in no small part due to the Jedi. But recently, we have been losing ground. During the war, the most prominent settler families either fled or were executed by the Sith. Losing their resources and the Jedi was too great a loss. But now we are organizing and starting to truly work together. Once we achieve that, I am confident that Dantooine can be safe and prosperous again. No, I suppose I'm not. We need the Republic and always have. We aren't self-sufficient yet and we need aid. The fate of the Telos project is intimately tied to our own. The most humanitarian elements of the Senate have put their careers at stake in the rebuilding of Telos. If those efforts succeed, their prominence will grow and further aid will be given freely. But if they fail, there are colder, more authoritative elements in the Senate that could come to power. They would think nothing of leaving the strategically unimportant worlds to their own devices. That would be a tragic day for Dantooine and many other worlds. The Republic is in flux. Its final shape is uncertain. They are a necessary inconvenience. Money has been a great concern to us, ever since the Sandrals and Matalays were removed during the Jedi Civil War. The agricultural exports we produce just cover basic maintenance. To expand and prosper, we needed credits. So we had to exploit a valuable resource we had, the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. It was not a decision lightly made, and even then we couldn't do the work ourselves. Too dangerous, and every settler matters on our small world. So we opened the door to enterprising salvagers. The salvagers you see now are the last remnants of that force. The tithe we took from their claims sustains what semblance of government you see now. We plan on using those credits to improve production and protect our world. We have enough to sustain ourselves until more prosperous times. We tolerate their presence because we must, and they generally follow our laws. But their time is almost over. The Jedi Enclave's sub-level is the only place left with reasonable salvage. And it has too many dangers for them. The salvagers aren't warriors. Generally, they are out-of-work miners or cast-offs from other worlds. Mercenaries have been a problem for Dantooine since the end of the Mandalorian Wars. When the Jedi Enclave was here, they were firmly kept in check. But now, relations are uneasy between us. Their leader, Azkul, was a Sith trooper during the war, and I have no doubt he was very good at his job. Until they find work, tensions will grow. If you want to know more, I suggest you talk with Barun in the militia headquarters. He would have more details.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm... Well, call me a defective protocol droid. Manners, right. I'm Barun Modril. I'm Captain Zeron's right-hand man. I help run the militia here. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zeron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you have any real trouble, you'd have to go to him anyway. This is... sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So, it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to some... If someone could just ask a few questions, just look around. See if Zeron's up to something on the side. Something that'll hurt the fragile peace we got with the mercenaries. So if you happen to find something out like that, we should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind... I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, I've heard that rumor too. People get really riled up about Jedi around here. Some people seem to have a selective memory. During the war, the Jedi were a big help here. They did everything for us, from clearing out dangerous beasts to solving a murder investigation. I try to stay out of it, though. Standing up for Jedi is one way to become unpopular around here. Maybe. Although I don't know why a Jedi would come back here. The only reason why people ever came here before was the Enclave. And with that gone... Easy to say for someone that doesn't live here. I'd rather grab an unshielded power coupling than get involved in that debate. The militia's dealing with enough already. You're not wrong there. For what good it'll do, if it comes up, I'll say what I think is right. Talking about Jedi is just depressing these days. Any other cheerful problems you want to talk about? I'm here to help. I'm here to... All right.
Tochi monas runta, yun bola, watagratonchi mulira, pitasakan. Posoma britoshniki tuk tuk bamba, bora. Posoma britoshniki tuk tuk bamba, bora. Posoma britoshniki tuk tuk bamba, bora. Hoshmanfu ni wado de kuta, Hoshmanfu ni wado de kuta masapa. Tongi wamaji, insoranaka megonsoji, ne. Fasas.
Sorry about that, I'm back. I just had to eat dinner. Okay, now that we have some money, let's see what they have. Let's see, first on miscellaneous. Advanced med packs, worth not that much. Ooh. Weapon, critical, one hit, stun trance. I could get 2 of these for her. Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Insora.
Wait, do I have any? I have a vibro sword. Vibro blade. No, cancel.
Ready.
Yes. Okay.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it? Talk to Baroon first. You got any other Rare thing a visitor wanting to help out. Looks to me like you're here to explore the Jedi ruins. But we have a thing or two that need doing. You seriously want to help, just ask about it. You once. I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave, and I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people. That's all I can. You once. Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruin, but all the salvage. The whole thing makes me. But that was a fair fight. or witnesses. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired. You want? He did. I know we don't agree on this, but he's crossing a line. He lives in his sheltered, so he's asked you to go looking into what... I appreciate. There's a mercenary captain here. What? You have questions? We can talk.
Okay, so let's go looking for that Jedi.
I'm here.
Yes.
So I think this, handmaiden, I think she's force sensitive.
Repblic gathered a group to go to the sub-level. They're probably all gonna get killed.
Oh, a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp. A civilized person with manners. Very rare in this part of the galaxy. I am most honored to... A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all...
That is no exaggeration. Jedi holocron are very rare and invaluable tools for...
I'm surprised if the ruins have any...
This is no idle boast, traveler. I ask a mere one... I assure you. As you can see, it is in fine shape. How did you know? Well, I never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. This forgery has passed through several hands in this camp. I am merely the latest victim. I wish to abandon this dung heap.
By force, if need be. And when I say force, I mean force. Do you understand? I want to say that.
Another salvager sold it to me, and he bought it from another one before him. When there were more... but now there are a few of us, and I'm stuck with this garbage. There's no way I can make it home to my... You with all your observations. I'm not going to talk to you about the holocron. So... There isn't much to see around here. The planet is very lightly populated by settlers, mercenaries. They want nothing to do with us. The only thing they want is part of our profits. Now that salvaging is running out, I doubt... I don't know nor care. They're trouble, but fortunately they ignore us. When they're looking for work, they mainly bother the settlers. They want nothing to do with us. We come from many different planets, drawn to the rumors of fortune. I believe the early salvagers did make some credits, but latecomers like myself. Early salvagers said that the ruins were mostly empty to begin with. Many think that the administrator didn't allow us to salvage until her people were done with it.
Do you feel it? The wound on this world. It is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well. We will know when the time comes, and I hope our enemies do not.
Announcement. You have caused us to expenditure a great deal. Annoying recitation. Threat. Come with us without resistance.
Yes. Fallen. Yes. What is it?
Wow. I did pretty good there. HK, Cassies. I could fix my droid.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't...
That runt of a Cathhound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything? What do you want? I managed to get this sad lot of salvagers to work together. Then we get 2 rooms into the sub-level, and we get swarmed by Lagrex. But of course, the only one that managed to grab the salvage is still in there. I'm not going to tell you that. If you... So stay out of it. Nothing. Now.
Asshole. Rough to save the salver, the wonderful salvager of Oz. Well, let's go the correct way.
This shall not stop.
Not that difficult, but I expect him to.
I hear you.
Let's see here. I want you. Plasma torch. I need to return to the ship and grab, I can just go through this and I'll go back through.
Yes. Focus. Yes.
Let us test ourselves. Here.
What is it? I hear you.
Yes?
Fallen.
This shall not stop us for long. This will teach you. This will teach you.
What is it?
Yes?
Fallen. I hear you.
Ready.
Yes.
I'm here.
What is it?
Yes? honor them. Ready. This will teach you. Let us end this. Let us end this. This shall not stop us for long. Yes, I'm here. Yes. I'm here. This will teach you. Ready. This will teach you. This will teach you. Yes. Very well. The Jedi practice many. You may have already felt the others may come. Ah, a technique that helps one resist the force attacks of an enemy and also is excellent in lightsaber combat. It does more damage, but it leaves you vulnerable to other attacks. Use it against others wielding the Force or lightsabers, but not against others may come with.
Okay.
Focus. Oh. This will teach you.
Yes.
A challenge. I shall honor them with battle ready.
Your arrival is fortunate. I was just running out of food supplies and wondering what Lagrek meat would taste like. I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic, and a self-styled disciple of knowledge. If I'm... Then it would appear we have similar goals. Feel free to ask. I was trapped in this room by Lagrex. I can handle one. I don't know why they are massing in the Enclave. The other reason was the ruins of the Jedi Enclave, and once I arrived, much had been taken from the Enclave. Many artifacts were taken from the Enclave. I suspect the Jedi themselves took the holocron.
I think you underestimate the ingenuity of salvagers. Even the Jedi cannot protect their secrets from the... Besides, the Jedi who knew the Enclave are mostly perished.
It was my mistake to use the term. In any case, if Jedi did take things, someone has been taking holocrons from sites across the galaxy. It was almost as if the situation on Dantooine is echoed in other places in the galaxy, more so than the Jedi themselves. Much has been forgotten in recent wars, and I fear that greater trouble shall stem from the destruction of the Academy on Ossus near the teachings of Master Arca. What else would you like? Someone has been taking this more. Much has been for what? No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way. I fear that there is something else at work. Then again, perhaps the... It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize. To them, they are both Jedi. Hate? No. Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. And they are supposed to train students. Yet all I saw was ignorance and error. It is difficult to... Many Jedi defy the Order during the Mandalorian Wars. There is no blame. All must accept. But many of the Jedi Council trained Exar Kun, Ulik. Perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed. I am not certain you understand what happened with Revan. Revan was captured in the middle of the Jedi Civil War, due in no small part to his apprentice Malak, who turned on him. Revan was brought before the Jedi Council and put on trial. You must understand that the situation was desperate, and the Jedi needed to know how Revan had amassed the forces arrayed against them. As I understand it, they were able to convince Revan to have a change of heart, but it was only for a time. Revan helped the Republic defeat Malak. I suspect it was out of revenge. Revan had many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master K before K left for the wars. Towards the end of his training, he sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that he returned to his first master at the end of his training in order to learn how he might best leave the Order. I am not certain. Revan was captured in the... but it... Revan had... It is... What? I'm trying to save the Republic, Dantooine and the Jedi Order. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among... and there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must... Yet as long as Onderon remains with... The Republic is fragile right now. If Telos is rebuilt and made... What else would... I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen... What else would you... Before you go, I had a question for you. A Force bond? I'm not sure I... No. I thought I had heard mention of such connections in some of the... I know some of what you speak. The intent... It is also... I've never heard of a bond being lethal. Thoughts. Images, perhaps, but not actual communication and word. Still, I have seen Jedi who have the... I've never heard of a bond being lethal. Thoughts. Image... Still, I do not know. It is... I will return to Kunda now and await the next transport.
I did the wrong...
You may find me there if you have more questions.
I did the wrong answer. Was that a Jedi? He was a Jedi. He had to be a Jedi.
Yes.
I'll bet that that guy was the Jedi.
What is it?
Yes? Ready.
Don't ask me why I did that.
This will teach you. This will teach you. Ready. Focus. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. This will teach you. Let us test ourselves. This will teach you. This will teach you. This will teach you. Prepare yourself. This will teach you. I shall honor them with battle.
I hate.
This will teach you.
This shall not stop us for long.
It seems that I'm not sure what happened there, but the audio seemed to get kicked out. Seems audio is kicked out completely.
What is it?
I'm here.
Yes, ready. I hear you.
I'm here.
Well, it looks like we're out of time, so I'm just gonna exit the store and I'll start the next episode here in a bit.